Hello everyone, Turbo711 here, and today we're not going to be talking about Thomas Wooden Railway, but Mattel's newest Thomas brand, Push Along. Trackmaster Push Along has had some controversy in the Thomas community recently, and rightfully so. It replaced our beloved Adventures, which I think Adventures is one of the best brands Mattel has ever made, but whatever. So let's take a look at what this has to offer us. The biggest difference is that Thomas has a bigger wheelbase, so that it will be compatible with Trackmaster, Minis, I don't have Minis near me, and Wooden Railway, or Wood for that matter. Let's get you guys out of here, I'll come back to you. And I'll go grab a Mini quick, it's not that far away. So here's Bill. I will keep him off to the side just for a little bit. So this Thomas has the clip connector that can connect with Trackmaster here. While this is Tomy, it's the same thing. So this can hook on, and you can also hook on hello? You gotta turn the minis sideways now. So it's not compatible with minis anymore because you can't hook the minis up like this. It's only compatible with Trackmaster and other push-along items that you have. And of course, Wooden Railway will never be compatible because it always has had magnets, which I think is just a super creative connecting system. Oh yeah. Alright, so let's compare him with the Adventures Thomas. The front profile, they look virtually the same, bearing the connecting system and these things, which is actually, it seems like the smoke box has a whole new mold, because as you can see, the funnel, actually, hold on. It looks less jarring on the Adventures Thomas, but this looks like it has a bigger funnel. It's actually the same funnel, but they just molded the smoke box differently to have these little things. I actually don't know what these are called, but they're coming off of Thomas. The face is exactly the same. If the camera would focus, I would show you. There we go. It's exactly the same. Although mine has the eyes a bit wonky. So yeah, everything on here is virtually the same as this and Take and Play, but the big difference is that the wheelbase is abnormally large. Like, that's so jarring to look at, especially from the side doesn't look too bad. The front looks like he's eating too much McDonald's or something. The bottom looks awful too. I'll bring back Wooden Railway. It's the same thing. It says the same gauge as wood, by the way. The base is the same, so I don't have any Trackmaster track near me, so you can put, oops, that's Adventures. You can put this on Wooden Railway track. It will fit, but it's just not compatible, so. This will also hook up to Adventures, which is a good thing, I guess. It does connect, but it doesn't connect from the back. Well, it does connect from the back. You just have to turn the couplings. But it does connect both ways still. You just have to turn these couplings, which, if these were just static, I think Adventures would not have sold nearly any. Because just the fact that you can turn this is so good. Anyways. I am not a fan of this push along. Oh, by the way, I did color in the buffers. because these were just spread and it looked really bad. I'll get this track out of here. I am not a fan of push along. I will not be collecting any of the characters. I might get Rebecca because it's actually the first time we've had a diecast Rebecca and she actually doesn't look that bad. But Thomas, I just wanted him just to see what it looked like. Also, I have something else to compare it to soon. So this feels really light. This is actually decently heavy. This one is heavier. This one actually feels a lot lighter. I noticed that with the Adventures Nia as well. It's actually very heavy compared to this Adventures Thomas. Now, let's do the big comparison and bring in a take-along Thomas. You know what, kids? Do you even know what this is? This is called take-along. You used to get it alongside Wooden Railway and even Tommy and Trackmaster. Oh, this was so good. This was the best. This is one of the best ranges, I think. It's super cool. It connects with Wooden Railway both ways. And I like it. Of course, this got discontinued in 2009 to make way for Take and Play, but it's still the same. But oh well. This is the original Take and Play, but it does have a plastic fire or smoke box, sorry. So I don't know what the deal with that is. But this is not about take along, it's about push along. So let's compare it just for laughs and giggles. So the face is an upgrade on the newer one. I don't like the face on this one. It kind of looks like a young Thomas. This looks like a CGI Thomas. The funnels actually look relatively the same. This one's a bit more fatter. The couplings are weird. The buffers on this were always painted, by the way. Well, here's a big difference. They don't have this lining anymore. They've never had that. They never had that in Wooden Railway. The only brand, that was actually the only brand around 2002 or something that they didn't have it. Because this was still being sold, by the way, in 2002, I believe. And it still had the red lining. And I'm not sure about that. I'm not a Tommy expert. But this had the lining, this had the lining, and this didn't. Oops, sorry about that. I bumped the camera. Let's try that Take Along Thomas. The bottom, this one has a better wheel. This has the axles. This one has the pinwheel, so you could easily break this off. I don't want to break this. I want to keep it in good condition. Yeah, the coupling system is just not much better. This won't connect, obviously. No matter how you try it, it will not connect. The whistle is not painted on the new one. It has never been painted. It hasn't been painted since probably 2013, when Take and Play, the good Take and Play officially ended, I believe. Maybe 2014. I don't know what it is, but the cab is bigger, but I don't know how. The side tanks look relatively the same, so I don't know what it is, but the boiler also looks smaller. I don't know. But the cab is squished, which looks awful. Look at this. It has a proper cab. This has a proper cab. This has a proper cab. This doesn't. And neither does this, for that matter. So, yeah, before I end the video, let's take a look at the packaging. So I don't have any Trackmaster 2 packaging because I refuse to buy any of them. But from the pictures I've seen and from in the store, this looks almost identical to the Trackmaster engine packaging. The only difference is this is added and this is added, and then the back is different. Like, these are not on there, obviously. Oops. Yeah. Imagine if you're a kid and you're like, I want a Thomas Trackmaster for Christmas. But then you're like a grandma and you don't know anything about... You've heard about Trackmaster and you've heard about this new range, but you have no idea what the difference is or something. You're like, oh, what did he want? Trackmaster. But you probably won't even notice that it says push along here. And you won't see that it says metal engine either. But you'll see how... Well, you're kind of a stupid parent if you realize, oh, you can't fit a battery in this except those little button batteries. But where's the switch to turn it on? This is seriously is so bad packaging. The wood packaging is boring. The Trackmaster packaging is boring. This packaging is boring. And the minis packaging is boring. Kind of. I'll go grab it quick. I know this says 2018, but the 2019 one is the same one. But this is kind of boring packaging, to be honest. So, I'll put the packaging there and bring back all the Thomases we looked at. So, let's start with the oldest. So, we have Tommy, and this, and this, and this, and then this. Kind of a nice evolution, so I'll move the camera back just a bit. Then I'll bring this in for one more 360. So, start with the face. And yeah, that should be it. Also the coal. Before I leave, the coal is just weird. Anyways, what are my final thoughts? I'm not a fan. I think it's a really dumb idea. However, I do like that it's compatible with this and this. Oops, kind of. Surprisingly, getting off topic, I don't have a Minis Thomas. I have a Minis Bill and a Minis Steven. I don't have a Minis Thomas. Or like, I have a Percy and I have a James. I don't have a Gordon or a Henry or an Edward or anything. Anyways, that should end the video. Thank you for watching. Please tell me your thoughts about Push Along in the comments below. And I'll see you on my next video. Bye!
Hi everyone, Thomas here. If you liked the video you just watched and want to see more, subscribe to Turbo711's YouTube channel. You can also follow him on Instagram at Turbo711 for updates. Thanks for watching and have a great day. See you next time!